sports. It's in the game. GA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Hoosier State and Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title. First opened back in 2008, there's a look at Lucas Oil Stadium here in downtown Indy. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Indianapolis Colts. For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
Second down and 6 now. Now Richardson. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he'll be out right at the 35. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Here comes third and about a foot. Richardson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
Richardson's throw into the hands of Pittman here. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4 of 4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game, like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Taylor. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 7 yards there and a first down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area. But they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
3.5 to go, first quarter. On second down, it's Taylor. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, they've certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Smart move to throw that one away. You're in field goal range, so you definitely don't want to be loose with the ball. And that's great work by this defense to force a 4th down.
McPherson's kick is good. Every possession in the postseason magnified. And look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit, so every point is precious.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Gets this out wide to Pickens. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in 3rd in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
First carry for Najee Harris. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now it's Jackson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And they're going to stop play here. And the injury is to, that's DJ Chark, the receiver, who's in need of some help right now. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside to the 43, 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the gun, Jackson. That to the sideline, and it's intercepted. Now inside the 25. And they will finally really stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They give to Taylor out of the gun. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
Now a throw left sideline here is complete. And out of bounds right around the 20. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down.
Ready? Panther 11, Panther 11. 19 tight, 19, trap 60, trap 60. Go.
Now it's Richardson. They're going right back to Pittman. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. And they'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
18, Pioneer.
On 3rd down, here's Richardson. He's got his target. That's complete. And the Colts are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Pierce is going to take this one in for a Colts touchdown. Just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible, but all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
An extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 6. Jackson now. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Okay, ready?
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
60 Maverick, 60 Warriors, 17. Ready?
There, Richardson back to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. And he's taken down inside the 30. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
Hey, cut 19. Cut 19.
They go play action with Richardson. Got a man, that's Ayuk. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Over 100 catches in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch in these playoffs. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Colts are able to widen their advantage. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throwing into the hands of Pickens. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 5, and that will bring up second down. Here's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Quiddy Pay getting in there and burying him behind the line.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Flush to his right. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position.
70 Ranger, 70 Ranger.
1st and 10. Here's Richardson with it. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be second down.
Let's go now. 65 Cat, 65 Cat. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Ready?
Richardson looking to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Here's 2nd and 2 now from the 3.
60 Vikings, 18.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
They run once more with Taylor. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Here's 3rd and 3. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Michael Pittman taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Colts continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Dexter Lawrence forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Jackson from the shotgun, rolling to his right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw is Jackson. Flushed out right. He finds his man, complete. That's Jenkins. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. Dancing to his left. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
I think he had eyes on that run the whole time. Good anticipation because it seemed to me he waited for the coverage to get drawn away and then had the easy scamper out of bounds to get the short yardage 1st down.
Eluding the pressure right. Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. That's swung out wide to Harris. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Here's 2nd and 7. Now it's Jackson. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
Again, Jackson. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
And his kick is good. And they get a little bit closer here as the lead's down to 3 touchdowns. Well, still trailing here, but they do get the late field goal. Now their defense will try to keep this score right where it is heading into the locker room.
Yeah, and trailing it to break, you obviously don't want to go in off of a negative play. Give them credit for that one. Finding a way to put points on the board. Give them any type of a spark, anything to build off of as they try and plan a comeback.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
Ready, set. Ready.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And they're going to be waiting for him as they get him behind the line. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
And give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
On second down, here's Jackson. Throw left side complete. That's Jenkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. Another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half, and down 3 scores. A lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try and win this one.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. Fight. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Jonathan Taylor. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Colts are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first. Well, a lot of ground left to make up, obviously. A lopsided contest, and we're already in the third quarter. And they won't get it all back in one play or one drive. That's cliche, but it's true, Charles. If they can just maybe get plays like that and get a little momentum built, they can get the scoreboard a little closer.
And can you add some blinders to the cliche, meaning keep these guys from looking at the scoreboard, because that doesn't help them at all right now. Their focus needs to be on finishing every drive with points and playing mistake-free football from here on out.
At the Colts 45-yard line.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's second down and a yard. Harris running straight ahead. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
A pickup of 2 yards. First down, Steelers.
Jackson. That's complete to his tight end Freiermuth. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. And even 40 yards.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit, and that might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
Throwing is Jackson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation, because second down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal. Here's Jackson to throw. They'll roll him out right. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break, contain, and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
This Colts D up to the challenge so far, but they need another stop here on third and goal. Jackson will throw again. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. I think here the score dictates you pretty much got to go for it.
But when you look at the scoreboard and you realize that 3 doesn't do you a whole lot of good in this situation, you're exactly right. Dial up one of your better plays and get after it. Forget the field goal kicker. He doesn't matter.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. Now they send a running back in motion right. They're going on fourth down. It's Jackson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. An incompletion there on fourth and goal from the 3. And this Colts defense comes up with a goal line stand. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Meanwhile, Richardson's throw here taken in by Knox. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. From the 25, here's a 2nd down and 4. Now Richardson. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. The Colts on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. From the shotgun, Richardson. And this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
First and 10, Taylor now. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
From the 34-yard line, here's a 2nd and 8.
Ready.
Pierce now up the middle. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
Ready.
Pierce will try to pick it up. And some strong running. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. Calling a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Come on, come on. Hey. Check it.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. He's going to get it on the jet sweep. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
4th quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on 1st down. They did that plus 3.
He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play. They're holding to no gain.
Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Partner, I know we're still in the afternoon slate here. Some primetime games still on the docket, but it's going to be tough to top this effort. What an offensive performance we have seen. They have been unstoppable from the moment we began this game, and they're not holding back. They're still throwing the football here in the 4th.
They certainly are, and let me tell you something. If you're old school, you don't like this at all, but in today's football, you just go ahead and savor it. Watch a team execute at a high level. Doesn't matter what the scoreboard says.
Now a 2nd and 6. They go again with Pierce. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, All you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
A play fake. Now Cunningham. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And the Colts are going to have first and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. And now a stoppage. It looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
Here we go. Check. Ready.
Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee.
Get it.
And they're moving on to the conference championship. How about this?
What a tremendous feeling to get to the game that can get